Welcome to the third season of FHS Season Tickets. I'm Michael, and the two people next to me are not Max. Max is actually at Mount Union. He's playing football at Mount Union, so I needed to get some new people for the show. And I'm super excited to announce my new co-host. Nick, would you like to introduce yourself to the FHS Season Ticket community?
What's up, FHS Season Ticket community? I'm Nick Reyes, and I'm a Fairview student. I play basketball for Fairview, and I enjoy watching football. I like watching basketball, of course, and I don't as much like watching baseball and soccer, but I'll put up with it to beat Michael in debate.
And I'm also super excited to announce a third person on FHS Season Tickets. Christian, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yo, my name's Christian Peplin. I'm a student athlete representing Fairview Park. I play basketball. I don't play football, but I do enjoy watching it, so I get into that. But I don't really like watching soccer or baseball. It's just too boring for me.
Yeah, so neither of my co-hosts are really that big into baseball or soccer. So if I am going to talk about some baseball or soccer topics on the show, I'll get some people who are more knowledgeable about the topics. But Christian, we're going to start this show talking about some NFL topics and debating some stuff about the NFL season. So would you like to start off the topics?
Yes, sir. Is the Dak Prescott hype real?
I'll go first on this one. Nick, first off, I have to give you props. We recorded this on Friday. We're not using the recording. It was pretty bad. Nick said that Tony Romo would get hurt for a long period of time this year. And on Saturday or Friday, he did end up getting hurt, which was just really wild that Tony Romo was getting hurt in the preseason. Like, I knew he was getting hurt in the regular season all the time, but to get hurt in the preseason, that's bad if you're a Cowboys fan, but a lot of Cowboys fans are excited about Dak Prescott. I'm not as excited about Dak Prescott. I think he's just playing some vanilla defenses in the preseason, and I'm not that sold about him. Nick, I know you're sold about him. Tell me why.
Well, first off, you can address me as the prophet from now on, but I'm very sold on him, not just because of the talent that he has, and he does have talent, don't let you get yourself fooled on that one, but it's more of the system that he has. Often the offensive line is elite. The running back is elite so far. It's looking like he'll also have massive amounts of pressure that Dak Prescott won't have onto him. He also shown out in the preseason, going for seven touchdowns, 0 interceptions. That's a fantastic mark, especially in the preseason where he's new to the system, he's new to everything, and people are trying to win themselves jobs in the NFL in the preseason, the games that he's shown out.
Yeah, that is a very good point. He is playing very well in the preseason. It's 1-1. Christian, what do you feel about the Dak Prescott hype?
I'm kind of with it, but then I'm kind of not because it's the preseason. Defenses aren't going a full 100%. Defensive coordinators aren't going to throw everything at you, the coverages, the blitzes, everything like that. And you're not going to have Von Miller chasing you every play or some defensive end like that chasing you every play like you're going to have in the regular season. But one thing that did stand out to me was Dak Prescott not turning the ball over.
Yeah, he has done a great job, has a great, I think, 7 touchdowns, 0 interception ratio. So far in the preseason, it is only preseason. Christian, what's the next topic we are going to be talking about?
What's your guys' thoughts on Colin Kaepernick sitting out the national anthem?
Mike, I think I'll take this one first. Everyone is up in arms about this. I personally am split on this topic because Colin Kaepernick has the right to express his beliefs, and like he's being very brave and standing up for what he believes in. It's similar to Muhammad Ali, and for all of you that are Muhammad Ali fans, it's hypocritical to say that you're not a fan of what Kaepernick is doing, because this is exactly what Muhammad Ali did that many years ago. Very glad he's expressing his opinion and following his beliefs, sticking to his beliefs, but I don't think that the national anthem is the right outlet to do this in, because it's not standing for any bigotry claims or being racial in any way.
I disagree a bit on this topic. I don't think that singing out the national anthem is really the right way to go about with this discussion. I just don't feel like that sitting out the national anthem is really going to do anything. I know that he says that he wants to do some more things, but I feel like singing out the national anthem is kind of disrespectful to the military and all the people that fought and sacrificed their lives for the freedom that we do have in this country. Christian, do you have any thoughts on this topic?
Yeah, I'm with Mike on this one. It's kind of disrespectful for all the people fighting to protect this country.
One thing I don't agree with, for everyone that's saying that he's just a football player and he should just play football and just worry about that, I think that people very heavily just disvalue athletes' beliefs other than what they're doing on the court or on the field.
To get back to my statement, I think Kaepernick has a
My
right
bad.
to do this, which is good for him. I don't agree with it. Honestly, I've been done with Kaepernick ever since he lost in the Super Bowl. Next topic. Joey Bosa finally signing with the San Diego Chargers.
Nick, I'll let you start off on this one. My response is very short.
Yeah, I don't think there's much to say either, Mike. He signed a huge deal. The Chargers really bent the knee on this one. I mean, he's extremely good talent. We'll see what happens during the season. See if he proves to live up to the hype.
And I'll just LeBron take my statement from here on.
It's about damn time.
Guys' thoughts on Paul Kruger getting released by the Cleveland Browns?
Yeah, I think this is another quick hitter for me. After winning 4 games last year, I don't think that we need that much of a payroll. Not much value that he's provided to the team lately.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Paul Kruger can definitely help out a team that is in contention, be a third down pass rusher, and help out a contending team. But he's getting old now, and he's definitely not part of the future plans of the Cleveland Browns. So good for the Browns to cut the salary on Paul Kruger and also potentially let him join a contender where he can be a meaningful asset on them. Christian, we both agree on this topic. Do you have any different thoughts?
I'm with you guys on this one because it's not like the Cleveland Browns were going to be competitive with him. So just saving the $5 million, we saving cap space by releasing him, that was kind of ideal. And I think it's kind of a deal for his career for going somewhere else to be better and have a better career.
I would like to point out this is a rare occurrence, all 3 of us agreeing. Usually I won't agree with Mike on most things because this man is not agreeable. So put this in the history books, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow, people actually agreeing with me. I'm shocked they're actually becoming smart. But we go to another Cleveland Browns topic. Christian, the Browns made a trade with the Patriots. Can you tell us what that was?
The Cleveland Browns traded Barkevious Mingo for a 5th-round pick to the Patriots.
Mike, I'll let you take this one.
Yeah, I'll go first on this one. I definitely think this is a bad move by the Cleveland Browns. Barkevious Mingo and Paul Kruger are kind of similar players, but the only major difference for me is that one is still very young and has potential to become good in the future, and Paul Kruger has kind of reached his max potential and isn't going to get any better in the next couple of years. I think this is a huge steal by the Patriots. I don't think it's that horrible of a move for the Cleveland Browns, but I definitely think it's a bad move, giving up on a guy who was once considered a elite pass rusher in college football and was a top 10 draft pick.
I think Mike is definitely in the wrong here. Barkevious Mingo, if you guys don't know, is a bust. He's a bust now. It's been 4 or 5 years. He has not produced over 5 sacks in any of those seasons. Maybe it's one for the Patriots because they're one of the greatest organizations in the world, and they might be able to develop his talent maybe overall. But after 5 years, I don't think it's likely to see that happening. And again, this is a good move for the Browns. They're especially with the new head ownership in the franchise. They need to move on from the past organization's many failures, and I think this is a clear-cut good move for the Browns.
Christian, it's 1-1 again. Can you split the tie?
I'm kind of with Nick on this one, but I think it's a win-win, honestly. I think Belichick could potentially resurrect Mingo's career and shed the label of a bust. And I think it's good for Cleveland because he wasn't producing in Cleveland at all. It's good for them because we at least got something out of it for him.
And now we are going to be previewing all of the massive Week 1 big games. The first game we are going to be previewing is Oklahoma versus Houston. I've got Oklahoma. I think Baker Mayfield has a huge game, and Oklahoma slows down Greg Ward and the Houston offense. Nick, who do you have in this big game?
Yeah, I'm taking Houston on this one. They're returning all their stars from last year, all the people that led their team to a bowl game last year, a bowl game win, I believe. And Greg Ward Jr., I feel, is going to take another step forward. I don't think it's going to be a major step. They also have a fantastic recruiting class thanks to Tom Herman and his wonderful coaching. And I also believe I never have faith in Oklahoma. I just don't. Every year they're supposed to do good, they don't. Every year that they're not supposed to do good, I feel they they do good. So this is another year that they're supposed to be a playoff team. I don't think it's going to happen. I think Houston's going to take this one.
You are right. Oklahoma never does that great with high expectations. Christian, who do you have in this game?
I got Oklahoma. I just don't think Houston's secondary can keep up with Oklahoma's receivers, especially when they get going. UCLA versus Texas A&M. So I'm going to start off. I'm going to say I'm taking Texas A&M because UCLA's got some behemoths on their team, but I don't think McDermott and Colton Miller can block Myles Garrett. They're just too tall and they play too upright. Myles Garrett plays too low. I think he's just going to have his handprints all over in the backfield of UCLA's.
I'm going to actually take UCLA. Texas A&M is in disarray, and Josh Rosen had a great freshman year, and I think he'll be even better this year. Nick, it's 1-1, split the tie.
Yeah, I'm actually surprisingly going to go with Mike on this one. I think that Josh Rosen did wonderful in his freshman year, and he never seemed to hit a wall, so I don't think that he's going to hit a wall this year. I also think that Texas A&M just can't handle UCLA's offense, and UCLA can contain Texas A&M's limited offense at this rate. The next game we're going to go into is Georgia versus North Carolina. I'm actually going to take Georgia in this one. Kirby Smart's going to be a Mark Richt 2.0, and Mark Richt led them to 10 win seasons yearly. And I just can't really trust North Carolina at this rate. They had a great year last year, but I don't think they're going to come back and do replicate what they're going to do yet last year. Georgia's too much of a good SEC team to handle their recruiting hotbed every year. I think it's just going to be too much for North Carolina.
I've got Georgia as well. The game is in Atlanta, which is basically a home game for the Georgia Bulldogs, and Nick Chubb is back and should be hungry for this season. Christian, are you going to make it 3 for 3 on Georgia, or are you taking UNC?
I'm taking UNC. I just think University of Georgia just has too many new personnel that they have to deal with. Next college football game, USC versus Bama. I got Bama. O-line is just loaded with Cam Robinson, and the D-line and the linebacker group, I think that's just that they go deep. Nick, would you like to take this one?
Yeah, I'm saying that Bama, again, I'm going with Christian on this one. I feel Bama always performs and sometimes exceeds expectations in these hype opener games. And I just don't think anyone can contend with Alabama right now, especially in the beginning of the season when everyone's healthy. Again, like Christian said, their offensive line is elite. Defensive line is elite. Defensive linebackers are elite. Defensive secondary is elite. The only thing they're really missing is a quarterback. And, I think they'll figure it out, especially for USC, who doesn't do very well against any SEC team they ever play.
I'm going to agree and make it 3 for 3. I've got Alabama, and Pat Shurmur actually said that this could be the best Alabama defense he's ever seen, that Nick Saban has ever had. But you said that nobody could potentially hang with Alabama early in the year, and the next game includes a team that I think can. It's Clemson versus Auburn, and I'm going to go with Clemson. Deshaun Watson is the best quarterback in the country, and besides the quarterback position, I think Clemson is still probably a bit better than Auburn in terms of talent and overall roster. And even though it's on the road, I still think Clemson dominates. Christian, who do you have?
I'm with Mike on this one. I got Clemson. I think Deshaun Watson is a bad man. And he gets one of the receiving corps wasn't even that bad without Mike Williams, but now he's coming back from a gruesome neck injury. And, oh, man, that's just another weapon for Deshaun Watson to throw to. And I just think overall Clemson just got more talent.
Yeah, I'll make it everyone agreeing on this one. I believe it's Clemson for sure. I think Deshaun Watson is just too good, especially in the beginning of the year. Like Alabama, they're going to dominate teams early. I think there's no contest between Clemson and Auburn. Now going to the next game, it's the game I'm most excited to, the most eventful game of the weekend, Sunday night, Notre Dame versus Texas. As if you guys don't know yet, I am a huge Notre Dame fanboy, but for good reason, unlike my partner Michael, who's a Vanderbilt fan. I think Notre Dame will prove a bunch of haters wrong for some reason that believe that Texas is going to steamroll Notre Dame. Even though Notre Dame won to them in the opening game last year by a score of 30+0. I think that Notre Dame did have a couple of players suspended that is really going to hurt them, I believe, early in the season because there's not going to be a cohesive mix. But I think Notre Dame is definitely too much for Texas to handle.
I'm actually going to take Notre Dame as well in this game. I'm super excited on Sunday night. It's absolutely fantastic that college football is kind of evolving and getting some games on Sunday and Monday night. We'll preview the huge Monday night game as well later on in the episode. But as I said, once again, I'm super excited for this game, and I think Texas is a very talented team. They could be a surprise team in the Big 12, but I still have Notre Dame getting the win. Christian, are you going to make it 3 for 3 on Notre Dame, or are you going to take an upset with Texas?
I got an upset with Texas. I just don't really like Notre Dame's secondary. I just don't really trust them. I think they're going to make some key mistakes that's going to cost them the game. And I got Texas because they're home, and I think that's going to be a big factor. Next game, Ole Miss versus Florida State. I got FSU. They're just loaded with talent. And when you just got a running back like Dalvin Cook, who's just running over everyone and everything, and no one can stop him, I think that just makes it easier for us amateur predictors to predict who's.
Yeah, I got FSU on this one. I agree with Christian. They're loaded on the recruiting. They always seem to stack up on the recruiting trail. They're one of those reload, not rebuild teams. I feel like Dalvin Cook's going to carry them to this one, and I think Ole Miss will not live up to hype as they should, especially with the mass exodus of people leaving their team.
I'm going to take Florida State as well in this one. Dalvin Cook is an absolute beast, and Florida State is loaded at every single position. And that will wrap it up for this episode of FHS Season Tickets, the start of FHS Season Tickets Season 3. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like and also subscribe for more FHS Season Ticket videos. We're going to be doing a lot of stuff with Fairview Sports in the very near future, so make sure you subscribe for that.